Yes, greetings, family, greetings. God bless you in the name of Jesus Christ, the one true living God of all creation. God who is God, a God who people think is God. I'm in St. Vincent and the Grenadines on a charity mission, on the mission of intelligence in long-term strategic planning, and following Bible scripture as the Lord has unfolded it to me since 1975. When I was a 5-year-old child, I tried to plant 25 cents, a whole handful of change in my uncle's garden. I lived with my uncle down in Little Italy, in St. Clair and Erin in Canada, Toronto. We harvest things with our Italian neighbors in the fall. All the money I planted, like at least 2 handfuls of money. Nothing grew, but all the grapes, tomatoes, everything else we grew, cucumbers, everything else we planted, they grew. So I learned when I was very, very young, at 5 years old in 1975. I'll be 52 this July 2022. I'm 51 now. I learned that money's kind of irrelevant. It's pretty irrelevant. Yeah, it has use. It's like a tool. You can use it to build up or break down certain aspects of reality. But seeds, my friend, long-term strategic planning. One seed can deliver me a tree with how many other seeds and fruit and months or years of life that I can eat off of it and live in other people too. So I'm going to show you some of the planting we've been doing here. Come along. Well, here, we put sunflowers in tires. We isolated the sunflower growth. We harvest from them seeds. We salt them. We dry them, salt them. We replant too to get more. And because they're a good food source, we can turn them into oil and vacuum seal them for storage over like many, many years. Great nutrition. And not bulky, easy to carry around. And they're beautiful too, and great for pollinating creatures, bees, butterflies, birds as well. And they don't grow much here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, so we've added to the biodiversity. So here you'll see what we determine as Sector 1. This furrow at the top here, we have sweet potato. Yes, good old-fashioned sweet potato. We're gonna get it for free. Down here, pretty yellow flower here. Right there, that's cantaloupe. Hey Kadir, how long before the cantaloupe comes up? How long before the cantaloupe's ready?
Probably by the end of April.
End of April, should be good. And these, soon, eh? Sweet potato?
No, those have a lot longer, like May.
May, okay, wonderful. At the bottom there, we got just a few kale, nice and bushy. Take a look. Watch your step. Got some kale here. So good looking. There's the honeydew melon or cantaloupe over here. It's a new growth. These are something here they call mommy apples. Makes like a big fruit like that, and it's really sweet. For me, it's like a cross between a mango and a passion fruit. Got some planted here. Also got like sunflowers coming in here for seed and to control this mound, the roots, and for beautification. Here, just got a watering station. And here, another watering station. Here, we're growing tomatoes. Some things grow, some don't. The dogs we have, those 2 buggers, they keep getting into the plant, so we're figuring out a way to keep them out. We got some barrier for them. The white helps to reflect the sun back at the plants. The black keeps the heat out. And it gets quite windy here, so this helps with being a barrier for the wind. Yeah, it was just a grass field here, so we cut stairs in. Cut stairs in. Here, you can see them. We got ginger growing. Medicinal and for food. It takes 1 year. And those are sweet potatoes. Up here, we have a plantain tree. We got here date palms. We got 1 date palm here, another date palm. We'll separate them later. Sunflower. Here we have some wildflowers. Got some pumpkin coming out here. Spinach. Sorry, yeah, here's the spinach. Yeah, good stuff. Spinach. Sunflower. Rosemary. very good herb. Here too, we got like this wild carrot growing from the last grow. We got some, these are also, this is wildflower. It's a type of herb, I think it's a type of local mint, I can't remember. More sunflowers. This is actually peppermint. Wildflower. These were soybeans, I got to replant, didn't do so good. This tire didn't do so good, forgot what was in there. This bed's gonna get redone. Down there we have some beets growing and okra. This is a type of local thyme called broadleaf thyme. This is also a type, it's a sunflower from Canada. These make the purple flower. It's another type of local plant. I totally forgot what it is, but it's herbal medicinal. Another plantain tree we planted here. All these tires we put in for isolated growing. Another plantain tree, banana trees, plantain trees. Ganja for growth. Some good ganja here. All under the St. Vincent and Grenadines Ministry of Agriculture H4 Experimental Farming Project. H4 Happy Herbal Healing Home. All types of foods infused with THC or cannabis oil or essence. Down here, your passion fruit tree, eh?
Papaya.
Papaya. Yeah, what am I talking about? Papaya tree. Lived in Canada too long, dude, but I'm catching up now. Yeah, it looks great. Down here, we got some tires as well. We got some nice growth here, some chronic coming in. Got some local wildflowers. Got another plantain tree. Got some corn. Some more ganja there. These are local plants called Tanyas. They make a lovely type of yam. They're abundant. They're easy to grow. They grow on their own pretty much. They're wild. In this growth of tires here, in here we're going to put bees. We're going to have an apiary. And so we're just setting up flowers for them to feed on, and we're going to set up a barrier so they don't go out too much. Some wild grasses. We got pea trees growing in here. We're gonna have to spray them down or prune them back a bit. We're gonna use a natural pesticide of 1 liter of water to I think 10 spoons of baking soda, and then a tablespoon of neem oil or clove oil, and spray directly on. Test your leaves though, right? Here's another banana. Here we got holy basil. Here we got holy basil. Here we got cashew tree. Take around 5 years. This, you just keep, the holy basil, just keep clipping off the flower, and smells so nice, and it'll just keep growing. Another cashew tree. Rosemary right here again. Purple basil coming in. Purple basil looking good. It just be a weed, eh? Yeah, it's just a weed. Yeah, it's spiky. Here's another plantain tree. Banana tree. Banana plantain tree. Sunflowers. In front of the sunflowers, a date. These dates will take around 5 to 7 years to grow, but they'll make 100 to 350 pounds of dates on either side of the tree. These are all beets, more beets. Here's an okra looking at maturity. You can tell there's the okra pods there. It's coming to maturity. Looking good, eh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Another, looks real good. Some more basil. Little breadfruit tree. So in here, yeah. Got a nice thing too. We got a nice pineapple growing. We just buy pineapples, cut off the top, and plant them. Yeah. No more no frills for me, buddy. Yeah. Since these people want to talk about food shortages, you know them, the hierarchy enslaving mankind. You know they, the hierarchy enslaving you. Yeah, those people. I want to talk about food shortages. So what's the strategy to mitigate their impending doom upon your life? And all we do is buy stuff and don't make anything. Find a way to make some of your food, man, and your medicine. And you know what? If you can't find a way, Brother Dwight already has it going on. So you can come here, brethren, and there's places to live, eh? Another banana. So we got corn, but we had a pest of ants on it. We didn't get to make our natural pesticide yet. We shall. More beets. But tell you the truth, the corn's growing still, you know. Watch out. See? Corn looks good, man. Corn looks good. Let's see if we could eat this. Watch out. Look on this now. Look on this. I live in Canada, man. Yeah, I've been in Canada since I was 3 years old. I'm just figuring it out. Shit hits the fan. I can grow corn. This wasn't the best. Yeah. But when we apply our natural herbicide and put the corn in a more ample or more agreeable growing spot, we get better corn. The last crop was better than this. This was our second crop. The first crop was better. So, another pineapple here. Yeah, it's trial and error, a lot of this stuff, but you shall eat. And these are kidney beans coming up. One's just looking good. Plantain and banana tree then. Holy plantain and banana tree. All right, here's a coconut tree. Hope you make it. Here's our burn pile where we burn stuff that we don't want, like mostly combustible stuff, mostly like not plastic, that we chuck the plastic out, just like branches and stuff, wood we're not using, grass scraps. Here's our mulch barrel. So all of our banana peels, yams, anything we're gonna throw in the garbage that's organic goes in here, and we reintegrate into the soil. Check this out. Woo. Yeah, so another beautiful ganja tree coming in. See it? And several date palm trees here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 date palms coming in. Another banana tree. There's a plantain tree. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's some baby papaya tree coming up.
Cashew.
Huh? Oh, that's a cashew. Sorry, yeah. And here's a banana. I don't think it's doing too well, so I put another plantain beside it. I got right here wildflower in a tire. Right, this helps to keep the grass out and fill it with sand, dirt, some coconut pieces. So a date palm growing there. I got a banana there. And here's my most developed date palm so far, looking great, eh? Here, I got an avocado coming. There's a root coming out the bottom. It's sitting in this jar as the tap root grows down into the water. Sunflowers, I'm gonna harvest them soon. Here's the seed heads. So you can see how much seed I'm gonna get out of this baby, right? God is good. Salt these, dry these, whatever. Put them with cinnamon, however you like. Dry them, vacuum sealed. Bananas. Plantain. Here's an almond tree. We're growing an almond. This will take around 5 years. But by the World Forum's 2030 mandate, where they're going to turn the world into some global paradise somehow, you guys need to look into that, the 2030 mandate, 2030 plan, which is 8 years from now. You see how they're going to turn Jamaica into a global paradise. I wonder how they're going to do that in a whole bunch of other countries. The decimation of the American dollar is coming, and the replacement with the Chinese monetary system is coming, so prepare yourself. Because commodities, food, services, and just basically provisions is going to be in scarcity. Show the flag of the people. Flag of the people. Already. Another coconut tree growing here. Alright, can I show this one? Coconut tree growing here. More sunflower, we're gonna harvest them soon. There's some sheep out there and shit. Yeah. Over here. We'll check it here. Actually, yeah, did we look in here? Yeah, check out this. Come. Here we have some isolated growth. We got a pineapple here. We got some kidney beans there. Over there, we got some carrots. And here here, I'm not too sure what the hell this is. Yeah, something. I'm not sure, but I isolated it. Here's some more kale. Just put that in yesterday. Here's some local type of thyme. Here's peanut. We had peanut growing down here. We harvested them all. Did really good. One's growing back on its own. Here's a little piece of rosemary. Right, that's an old dead ganja plant, man. This rosemary's gonna bounce back. The chronic plant shrine and stuff. Pineapple. Local herb or spice, forgot what it's called. These are all lima beans doing their thing. Lima beans all up in here. More beets. Beets do really well here. More beets. Very good for the blood, very good for the kidneys, you know. Very good for the prostate. More beets. And sweet line of carrots, buddy. Wildflowers look nice, eh? Okay. Brother Kadir.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, Brother Kadir is the engine behind a lot of this shit, a lot of this work. So more beets, more okra, and we're just moving soil to deal with a project that we're doing over there. We're making a medicine garden, so aloe, spices, herbs. Come check it out. Yeah, so Brother Steve was saying we're from the mango trees to chop the branches right down, like almost to the ground, and let it grow back. They have a lot of wood to firm up the fences are bad. There's the old well. It's closed up. There's the house. It's under repair. Beautiful. Tire now. We're doing some starts. We isolated the growth. So here, ginger. It's just a sample cap. We don't have labels, so we put the ginger there. We know that's ginger. There's all ginger growing in here. We cut like juice bottles, pop bottles. They're by their rings, and then you put in a piece of ginger or a seed, plant it, so you know where each is. So when they start coming up, you can separate them now. Right here, we got turmeric. And there's a sample. We just planted these yesterday. Here, we got aloe, but we also planted chocolate, a cocoa seed, to make your cocoa, hot chocolate. Here, we got garlic. So these are all garlic planted in all those individual rings. Holy basil, cocoa, holy basil, holy basil, broadleaf thyme, a type of thyme. This is actually a type of thyme called broadleaf thyme. It grows wild here. It's great. Rosemary, I forgot what that is. I just got it yesterday from a neighbor. Well, that's planted with a bunch of garlic. Garlic's in here as well. Another aloe. More aloe. I think this is a green onion. Yeah. And here's some bell peppers. So I just put the label inside this. Put it here. So, rosemary, aloe, broadleaf thyme, and here's some hot peppers. Some more hot peppers here. Just put them in yesterday. So we're getting these tire beds ready. We're gonna plant it here. We already put mulch in there, so some fish guts and all the fruits and vegetables, the peels that we eat, any scrapings from the plate. Even like things like the spent toilet paper rolls I chuck in there sometimes. It all turns into like humus or whatever, mulch. So here you'll see nasty stuff. There's a lot of the decaying organic matter that we put here, and this is like, that's as deep as it goes. That's as deep as the soil goes. That's it, the tip of the machete. So you build it up with a lot of mulch, and then put your soil in, even a bit of goat poo, and plant whatever you want. Something that's not going to turn into a big tree, of course. Something with the depth of a root of like rosemary or peppers, thyme, garlic, things that you can harvest up, right? Close to the house, easy to water, and medicinal. And remember also, pungent herbs and spices keep pests or rodents away as well. And the holy basil makes a very sweet scent around your house, and as well the other herbs and spices. So yeah, this is what we're doing, man. This is what we're doing. Let your food be your medicine, and your medicine be your food. You can't always rely on the provision of man, of Babylon. We should really figure out how is it that we eat. You don't eat by being a lawyer, a doctor, by an employee for anyone. You figure out how to grow your food and provide it for yourself. At some point, you know, there has to be strategies for mitigating the doom and gloom that the cost of living keeps putting on all of us. From when I was a child, I've seen the cost of peppers, rice, meat, fish, basil, every fruit and vegetable, everything goes up. But the incremental increase, you know, associated with the cost of living does not match your increase concerning your pay. Right? So your income doesn't match the cost of living ever over the decades I've lived. So strategy for me would be to plant my own stuff, go somewhere where it's warm and I can plant 12 months of the year, go somewhere where my dollar is higher or double or triple, and that's what I've done. I'm trying it, and it's working out. I reckon when Canada's unlivable and shit, I'll see more people from Toronto and Canada down here, right? When it's absolutely unlivable. So if they actually have planes going out. Don't know if you need a needle to leave all the time and if it's always going to be like that, but you think once you have, you know, a person trapped, you know, you don't let them out, especially if you're a creep like governments are. So God bless you. Be well. Think ahead. Send it to my phone, G.